Commander deck, Sliver Overlord. So, a lot of people see Sliver Overlord and they're just thinking, oh, you're that guy with, you know, 5-color spells, and no. I wanted to build a Sliver deck. I mean, I know this is a more casual format, you know, the goal isn't just to win at all costs. I'm like, alright, let's have some fun with this. 41 slivers. Plated Sliver, Metallic, Sidewinder. You can't actually play all the slivers. I looked it up, there's like 70 or 80 of them at this point, so it's more than you could fit into a Commander deck, but so, you know, pinned it down a little bit, try to get a little bit of a mana curve, and I mean, there's a surprising amount of utility that you can get out of slivers at this point. You can gain life, you can kill stuff, flying is particularly good at kind of breaking a stalemate and coming over, because the deck can build slivers. There's probably half a dozen Crusade effects at this point. Muscle Sliver, Sedge Sliver, Bonesplitter. Gemhide is super awesome on the draw, obviously. If you can, the deck is very mana hungry. I mean, the Overlord, 3 mana to tutor for a Sliver, 3 mana to steal a Sliver, and I got some shenanigans with that. So you really just want, the more mana you can get, the better. It's always useful. So Gemhide's nice. Crystalline can sort of make you harder to deal with. This guy is ridiculous in the deck. Amoeboid Changeling, right, it's a shapeshifter, so it counts as a Sliver, which means you can tutor for it with the Overlord, which means the Changeling can turn their stuff into slivers, and then you steal it. So, I mean, this combo essentially lets you deal with just about anything your opponent can throw at you. I mean, a little fragile, a little mana hungry, but, I mean, this deck isn't designed to win the Pro Tour, right? It's designed to set up some fun situations around the Commander table. Alright, Sinew Sliver is the other Muscle Sliver, Spine's efficient. Necrotic Sliver is often one of the tutor targets. Being able to just vindicate things is obviously pretty powerful. Harmonic is also another excellent tutor target. A lot of people are trying to do stuff. You've got an answer for that. I mean, it's a slow answer. It's kind of a sorcery speed answer, but it does, in fact, get the job done. Homing Sliver is just a random guy, more tutoring. Frenetic Sliver it certainly can be good, making your stuff harder to kill. I screwed this up in a side event here at Worlds, actually. I had the Overlord. I went to steal giant... What was that, guys? What was that thing? Vorinclex. I went to steal Vorinclex and didn't realize that after I turned it into a Sliver, he can just use the Frenetic ability and phase himself out. So, oops, should have killed my own Frenetic Sliver first, or, you know, flipped the coin anyway. Taurean Mauler is kind of the only, he's basically the best shapeshifter. He's so good in Commander. I'm like, okay, he's a Sliver, he counts. He and the Amoeboid Changeling are the only creatures in the deck that aren't only Slivers, I guess. They're the only 2 Changeling. No, I have one other. Chameleon Colossus made the cut, I decided. Those are my 3 sort of Changeling Slivers. Firewake, Haste is nice. I don't have the 1R Haste guy. I just felt like he was too weak, so I have Firewake for Haste. And tutor out the Haste guy, obviously. If you need to, Blade, Sedge Sliver's a nice effect. The Watcher, Essence Sliver. I mean, 3/3 for 4 is already a solid start. Lifelink is a ton of life in this deck. You can tap things, you can get bigger, you can get a lot bigger. Again, Colossus. Bonesplitter, Toxin. Psionic can be nice. Haven't really had the chance to. You can certainly imagine the draws where you're just tapping and destroying everybody. Hasn't quite come up yet. I almost had it with Brood Sliver, where I could just make a bunch of guys and then drop the Psionic and kill things. I can't. It's all these dreams, right? There's a million combos in there, but they're all kind of fair combos in a way. I think. Might Sliver. There's the Brood Sliver. Pulmonic is the other way to get flying. Synapse lets you draw extra cards. Obviously pretty good. Ward Sliver, I mean, Pro Color can be pretty powerful. It's sort of just solving random problems, so it's kind of nice to have to be able to tutor it up. I do have the other 2 Legends as well. I have the Legion and the Sliver Queen. I mean, the Overlord with the tutor ability clearly wants to be the Commander, but I mean, you gotta run them all, right? You can't not run them. Fury Sliver, Double Strike can certainly surprise people with all of a sudden you're just dealing twice as much damage. It's a nice trick. So, 41 Slivers, and then I've got a little bit of spells in the deck, not much. 4 tutors, demonic, couple creature tutors, and a couple sort of vampiric demonic tutors, just to give me a little bit of play if I need to smooth out a draw. Like I said, the deck, it doesn't do much for the first couple of turns, and sometimes you do need an answer. I think I have 4 spells. Patriarch's Bidding, nice reset, right? Bring them all back. Obviously, people are trying to Wrath of God you because you're just exploding 8, 9, 10 creatures on the board if you can. Dredging is the other sort of refill card. I think it makes the cut. It feels good anyway. Unnatural Selection is the other thing that can combo with the Overlord's ability to seal things. And Coat of Arms, because why not, right? Sometimes they just need to be a lot bigger. Shared Triumph is the other Crusade effect. The rest of the deck is basically mana. I've got the couple color fixtures, Sol Ring obviously, and then the lands. First build of the deck didn't have the Karus, but I really felt like the deck just wants so much land. The Karus, and it's not like people are going to run you over in turn 3 in Commander, so the Karus I think were definitely a nice addition to the mana base. I've essentially got, I think I've got all 10 Karus. I've definitely got all 10 of the shock lands. I've got a full set of 10 fetch lands. I've got the 5 triple lands, and then just a couple of rainbows, right, undiscovered. I do have a full set of 10 dual lands. You gotta have the chance, like I've had them forever. They just keep going up in value. You gotta have the chance to show them off every once in a while, right? So yes, everything in the deck is black bordered because it has to be foreign black bordered. I'm not made of money, of course. City's a rainbow land worth playing. Where the fetch is. Guy's Cradle is worth it just to be able to power out more Overlord shenanigans. Fetches and the Cruise, Exotic Orchard I think is close enough to a rainbow land that it's worth it. Gemstone. I think I've got Command Tower, of course. The foil one, fetch land. The only beta in the deck. I do have the beta scrub lands. Actually, this card was lent to me for Pro Tour Chicago in 1997. I was playing the Necro deck, the sort of blue, black, red Necro. You had fetch lands, you had dual lands legal in that extended Pro Tour. So this scrub land was lent to me. I win the Pro Tour, and my buddy Elliot Fung decided you should just own this card. That was your deck. You should just own this now. So I have sort of the one beta. Anyway, that's the deck. It's been fun. I mean, it kind of does what I wanted, what I hoped it would do, which, you know, I get to play, I get to get into cool, fun scenarios. It's powerful, but it's certainly flawed, and I don't have to feel guilty winning with it. But it's got kind of enough play that I can participate even against some of the ridiculous decks. Anyway, that's my Sliver deck. Thanks for watching CMDR Decks. Subscribe for your favorites.